Hey everybody, Ace Trenilium here, and today I'm bringing you my top 10 Fire-Type Pokémon. Now, I have done the other 17 types, and you guys have been asking for this one for a while, so I thought, why not? And it's about time I started doing some top 10s again, because I freaking love doing them, and I know you guys love watching them. Now, the Fire-Type's been with us since the very beginning, ever since we chose our first starter back in Pokemon Red and Blue. We've had the option of a Fire-Type, and there are a variety of Fire-Types available. On average, they're not particularly weak Pokemon, but at the same time, they're not over-the-top bulky. But for me, there are 10 Fire-Type Pokemon that do shine through as my favourites of the bunch, so here are my top 10 Fire-Type Pokemon. Number 10. Heatmore. Now, Heatmore's a Pokemon that I really don't feel gets enough credit. It's not a bad Pokemon, it's just a very simple Pokemon. I like its design because it just looks cool to me, and it has got pretty decent special attack. I would love to find a use in competitive battle for Heatmore, but it just doesn't stand up to some other fire types. But you can't deny it sounds like an absolute badass in the Pokedex, where it's explained that Heatmore melts down Durant and eats their insides. It literally melts them. That is freaking scary. Number 9, Darumaka. Now you might be wondering, why not Darmanitan, Liam? Darmanitan is a great Pokemon, but Darumaka is absolutely adorable. This thing is so cute, and if you read the Pokedex, people used to put Darumaka's warm droppings in their clothes to keep them warm. It's a flaming poop monster. What isn't to love? Number 8, MCCargo. Now, MCCargo gets in, again, it's another cute entry because it is an adorable freaking burning snail. Now, it's never going to be a particularly viable Pokemon competitively because it's 4 times weak to ground and water. So it's not winning any defensive contests there, and it's not particularly bulky per se. It's got decent physical defense, but special defense, where a lot of water type moves tend to live, you've not got a chance really with a MCCargo. I do like the fact that MCCargo's body burns at a temperature of 18,000 degrees Fahrenheit, which is actually almost double the heat of our sun. That is too hot to handle. Number 7. Ninetales. Ninetales is a great all-round fire-type Pokemon, but also has great speed behind it as well as decent special attack. It can be considered fragile at times, but that speed is so important for getting a decent hit off from the get-go. If you have speed, you have the power in a lot of competitive battles. Not to mention Ninetales gets the Drought ability, which automatically changes the sunlight to harsh sunlight as soon as it switches into battle, which means you can use one-turn solar beams to take out any water types. And the fact that you're faster than most water types means Ninetales is a force to be reckoned with. And they're really easy to breed because 75% of Vulpix that hatch are female. The thing that I don't like about Ninetales is that it's not part Psychic type, when it really should be. It can learn a lot of Psychic type moves, and no offense Delphox, but Ninetales was doing your shit before you were. Get out. Number 6. Camerupt. Camerupt is unfortunately another one of those Pokemon that has a 4 times weakness. This time it's a weakness to water. However, if it has the ability Solid Rock, that 4 times weakness comes down to a 3 times weakness. But it still lacks a little bit of bulk that it really desperately needs because it's a slow Pokemon. If only there was a way to make Camerupt more bulky. Oh wait, it has a Mega Evolution! And Mega Camerupt has that extra bit of bulk that it really desperately needs. Okay, it then trades off its Solid Rock ability for Sheer Force, so that water weakness goes back up to 4 times, but Sheer Force, which increases the power of moves with secondary effects by 30%, but removes the secondary effect, makes so many of Camerupt's Fire-type moves incredibly powerful. You need to take this thing out before it destroys you. Number 5. Magma. Another Pokemon that hasn't technically reached its full evolutionary potential, so a lot of you will be asking, why not Magmortar? Why not Magmortar? Because Magmortar is trash. It is absolutely shite. I hate that Pokemon. That was a Pokemon that was so poorly designed because they were like, should we make Magmar evolve? Yeah, what should we do? I don't know, Ken, just work your magic. I've done this. Oh, it'll do. No one gives a shit anyway. Magmortar is an abomination, whereas Magmar, alright, it's not winning any beauty contests, but it's certainly a decent all-round Pokemon. Strap an Eviolite to your Magmar and it will have better defensive bulk than Magmortar. And also, it's faster than Magmortar, so it's going to survive in battle that little bit longer in my opinion. And to be fair to Magmar, it has the same abilities as Magmortar and it has the same physical attack power. so you're not really losing that much, because you're going to be using Fire Punch anyway with a Magma. To me, Magma is just the better Pokemon out of its evolutionary line, and there's just really no need for it to evolve. Not to mention, Magma is the hipster of all Fire-type Pokemon. It was doing the duck face before it was cool. Number 4. Infernape. Infernape is a fantastic Pokemon, and it makes me laugh because people think I don't like it because I didn't include it in the top 10 Ash's Pokemon list that I did, and automatically that means I hate every Pokemon that I didn't include. But Infernape is actually a Pokemon I really like. It almost would be my favourite Sinnoh starter if it wasn't for the fact that Empoleon exists. But it's quick, and it packs a punch, and that really does matter so much these days. Not to mention, with its physical attack and special attack being the same base power, it gives you a little bit more variety for how to use Infernape, which is great because we don't want the same old setups over and over again, although that is technically what we still see. The only problem with Infernape is it can be fragile at times, and if you're trading off a lot of EVs into speed and attack, you're going to lose out in the long run, because once it's made its attack, if it hasn't eliminated the opponent's going to eliminate Infernape. Number 3. Talonflame. I've raved on about Talonflame before. It's a great Pokemon. It's fast, it has access to Gale Wings, which gives priority to flying type moves, so in battle it is actually quite a viable competitive battler. However, again, it's pretty fragile. One Rock Slide, Talonflame is pretty dead. But that's not why I love Talonflame. I love Talonflame because in Pokemon X and Y, Talonflame was every breeder's dream come true. The reason being, as a Flame Body Pokemon and a Pokemon that can learn Fly, it means that Talonflame can be in front of your party while you're breeding, getting all your eggs together from the daycare guide, then you can fly over to Lumio City without having to switch Pokemon in the PC or anything like that, just speeding up the process, because if you're hatching thousands and thousands of eggs trying to get a shiny or a particular IV Pokemon or something like that, those few seconds spent going back to the daycare centre, going to the PC, taking out another Pokemon that knows Fly, going out of the daycare centre, flying to Lumio City, it's all time wasted. It soon builds up. Over an 8-hour breeding period, you could lose a good half an hour just switching Pokemon, where you could be breeding more. And Talonflame eliminates the need for that middleman. It's not so important in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire because everything's together on the battle resort, but Talonflame is definitely important in X and Y, and that's why I love it. Number 2. Charizard. Now, Charizard was very nearly my number 3, but then I looked at it and thought, well, it's fire and flying, exactly the same as Talonflame, and it basically does everything Talonflame can do in battle, but just that bit better. Apart from the Gale Wings thing, because Charizard doesn't have that. But Charizard also has the benefit of being a badass dragon-looking lizard thing, with 2 awesome Mega Evolutions. Not to mention, it does have one of the best Mega Evolutions around, Charizard Y. The reason I think Charizard Y is better than Charizard X, because Charizard Y has incredible special attack. Not only that, much like Ninetales, it has the Drought ability, so as soon as you evolve Charizard into Mega Charizard Y, the sunlight will turn harsh, and you can use 1-turn Solar Beams on an incredibly fast Pokemon with incredible special attack. I mean, this thing could kill grass types with its Solar Beam. It's so powerful. I freaking love Mega Charizard Y. It's just added a whole new experience to using a Charizard. And as well, Mega Charizard X is great and all, but Charizard is generally built as a special attacker. It has decent special attack before it Mega Evolves. So what's the point in Mega Evolving Charizard into Mega Charizard X, who's more of a physical attacker? It just doesn't make sense to me. So Charizard and Mega Charizard Y are where my loyalties lie. Number 1. Arcanine. Speaking of loyalty, the legendary Pokemon which is known for being proud and loyal and an awesome companion is my number 1 because it's an amazing Pokemon. It's been my favourite fire type for a very long time. Because it's bulky, because it's fast, because it hits hard. It does everything you need a Pokemon to do, and I would dare say Arcanine is one of the easiest Pokemon to get used to using in competitive battle. I definitely would say anyone who thinks of going into competitive battling, use an Arcanine first. It's really easy to get to grips with, and there are a few different ways you can use it. I just love it. I mean, it looks amazing, it's a perfect design, it needs a Mega, because now it's getting kind of overlooked by other Pokemon that can Mega Evolve, but Arcanine definitely just does everything I need it to as a Fire-type Pokemon. It really just shows that, to all the people that moan that Generation 1 has boring, rubbish Pokemon that aren't original and all that crap, Arcanine does exactly what a Pokemon needs to do. And that doesn't make me a Gen 1 or anything like that, because I like Pokemon from all different generations. It just shows that this Gen 1 Pokemon has got it where it counts. Thanks everybody for watching, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments section which are your favourite Fire-type Pokemon, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a video from me. I upload them every single day, and be sure to follow me on Twitter for all my latest updates. But until next time, I'm Ace Trainer Liam, keep on training.